What is going on, my friends? Today's video is I bought this 2004 Arctic Cat DVX 400. Found it on Facebook Marketplace. The guy had it up for 2,800, which is a lot for this bike. And then when I was asking him messages and all this stuff, he was kind of sketchy about it. And then I was supposed to get it on a Sunday, then a Monday, then a Tuesday, then a Wednesday. Finally, I went and met up with him. And he's like, I pull into the driveway. He's like, oh, there's no battery, so I can't have you turn it over. And I'm like, oh, well, that's weird. Like, I kind of want to hear it turn over before I buy it. And he's like, oh, well, the guy, I've only had it a couple of weeks. The guy that I bought it from said that he just did a whole new top end in it, the big bore kit, and it was good to go. It just didn't have spark. It just needed an ignition coil. So I was like, well, holy, I'm never this guy that's gonna buy something, without doing a thorough check over or whatever. So I said, well, there's no way I'm giving you that much if you don't even have, I can't hear it turn over. I don't know what it sounds like or anything, right? So I, check over a few things and, not checking obviously thorough enough. But he was in a rush to get to work, so I'm just going over the things quick. The two things I didn't check, which I couldn't find the dipstick for the oil, and I found it now. It's actually right there. And here's the dipstick that goes in here. So I couldn't find that, and I thought, oh, well, the coolant's gonna be fine, right? Like, why wouldn't the coolant be fine? Anyways, long story short, get it home. I end up paying $1,600 for it because I said I couldn't hear it run or anything, and I said that was the max I was gonna go, or I was gonna walk away. And he's like, oh, okay. So that kind of made me nervous after I bought it, actually. The drive home, I was thinking that the whole time. Something's gonna be wrong with this thing when I get it home. So anyways, get it home. It's missing the negative battery terminal, which I just downloaded the manual. So right now, obviously, I have a power wire or red wire running, but it's just screwed onto the frame there because I didn't know exactly where the ground cable goes to. So anybody that's good with ATVs and really knowledgeable with this stuff, if you guys can help me out, that would be amazing too. So I'm going to try to get this video up probably today. So yeah, there was none of that. There's no battery, and the wiring was just all kind of floating around. And on my wiring, I have, you can see where it's been spliced, and this one's been all crunched. I have this wire that's black and white here. So I'm going to have to go through the diagram of what that is. I'm not sure if that's supposed to go to a positive or negative. So anyways, I hook that up. I turn it over, and it does turn over once I put a battery onto it. And then I'm like, well, I better check the oil and all of that stuff first. So then I come around, I check the oil. Oh, there's no oil in it. Well, that's weird. I check the coolant. I'm like, oh, there's no coolant in it. So I'm like, oh, I got a jug of coolant over here, right? So I dump the coolant in there, and it comes out at the bottom of the side cover here and out the top up here. And I'm like, well, that's strange. Why would it, I don't know, maybe something's up. So then I come down here, and I'm looking at all of this, and it's missing half the bolts on this engine, on this cover. This is the cover. Oh, sorry, guys. This is the cover here, right? You got your water pump and everything out front there. So I come down here, and I pull that off. Well, there's no gasket on it. Well, no wonder it's leaking. Well, then I start looking a little closer. Check this crap out. So that the water pump, I'll show you here. So the water pump is supposed to connect to here, and then there's a gear that goes around here. I looked on the manual. There's a gear that goes around here, and then there's a coupler of some sort that goes between here and the pump. Well, he's welded I don't know, it looks like a 1/2-inch wrench onto the end of it so it can't move. I am so baffled by this. Like, I got so completely ripped off, and the guy deleted his account off Facebook the second he sold it to me, and he sold it to me at a buddy's place. It was parked in his backyard, apparently. So, yeah, just a super shisty dude. So, yeah, I'm super annoyed right now. I don't know what to do. if you guys can let me know, like, do I pull this engine apart and, you know, like, do I need to get this is probably access from the inside of the crankcase, like, and, you know, I'm assuming running this engine on, you know, no coolant would be very bad, wouldn't it? Like, I'm assuming, but clearly he thought it didn't need coolant. So that's where I'm at. I don't know if I'm at the point where I just need to see if I can find a new engine, or do I have somebody rebuild this one? Yeah, I'm at a loss for words. I've never seen such shoddy work before. Like, and of course I'm missing half of these bolts, and they're metric and they're specialty bolts. And I don't care so much about the gasket, but when I open that up and seeing that it's missing the gears and there's a wrench welded on there, like, what do you even do? What do you even do? So, yeah, guys, I don't know what to do, because, you know, I can see, so right now, I may not even have spark, right? So there may be so many other underlying issues. Do I try to, like, I can't, in good conscience, sell this to somebody else, sell my problems that somebody else gave me. You know, I can't do that. And I want, you know, if I'm gonna do this, I might as well make a video about it, and, you know, we'll see, I guess, how to rebuild this engine. Like, if I have to pull this whole engine out and strip it all apart again, you know, unless you guys can tell me, you know, is there access from over on this side cover? I'm assuming not, because the stator would be there. So I'm not sure where that gear goes in, and even if I can get that gear. So yeah, guys, I don't know what to do. I know I feel like an idiot, and, like, if you look at these head bolts here, they've just got, oh, look at that. Look at that. I haven't even looked at that yet. So those, he completely stripped out the bolts for the top of the head. Well, that goes to the cover for the valves. So that's another thing. Just stuck a bolt in there, and whoa, we'll lose the gas tank here. And then, yeah, all of these bolts are all just finger tight to get to the valves. So yeah, guys, I got royally screwed here, and there's nothing I can do about it. He knew that this was this way and completely lied to me. So, but, you know, I bought it and we shook our hands over it. So I don't know. I probably royally screwed myself, and now I probably have to buy a $1,500 engine just to get this bike running. So, alright, guys, well, I'm going to upload this and see if you guys can help me, and we'll kind of go from there. Thanks a lot for checking out my videos.